Namaskaram. I am indeed very delighted and actually quite excited to take part in this wonderful concept of presenting only Varnams over a 2-day festival titled Varnajalam. Varnams are truly magical, and to have a symposium of a 2-day festival presenting 8 rare Varnams is indeed going to be an exceptional exposition. To trace my journey in dance, I can only say that it has been one direction, one destination, and that is the Pandanallur Bani. Owing to my mother, Srimati Savitri Sabanayagam's love for dance, which in her days was denied, as soon as she had a daughter, she enrolled her in a dance school. She was always very fond of the Pandanallur Bani because one of her nieces, Sucharita Subramaniam, was the first from our family to have been taught dance, and having seen her, she fell in love with this style and she enrolled me in the dance school that was run by the great masters Pandanallur Chokkalingam Pillai, along with his son Pandanallur Subbaraya Pillai. Both of them conducted my Arangetram in the late 60s. After the demise of Chokkalingam Pillai, I came under the tutelage of Shri Subbaraya Pillai until his demise in the late 90s. So my entire training has been in this wonderful style. All that I learned, all that I practiced has been in this very pure and traditional style, which they adhere to very strictly.
Rim, rim, rim. Tadim, takajanu, takadim, takajam, takatading, takajam, dim, dim, tadim, takatadakadim, tadim, 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 tadim.
If I were to put it in simple words in a very concise form, they were very strict masters in adhering to purity, to the traditional format. Their style was marked by clean lines. They believed in firmness, but they wanted a fluidity in the movements. அழுத்தமா இருக்கணும், ஆனா அழகா பிடிக்கணும். It seemed a little contrary, அழுத்தம் and அழகு, but that was what defined their movements. In their adavu structures, it was movements which were choreographed, beautifully synchronizing with the swaras, with the music. It just went hand in hand. I have never seen them put talam, first work out the mathematical numbers before they constructed the korves. It was only with the tatukali in their hands, singing the swara patterns with which they conjured up various movements to the music. That was their speciality. So when you saw the whole item when it was composed, The music and the dance literally went hand in hand. In the aspect of abhinaya of the Pandanallur style, my master Subbaraya Pillai, with whom I worked for a long number of years, their method was really to stick to the padartham. They gave full importance to the sahitya and the appropriate the gestures and bhava that go with the sahitya strictly. But they believed in a certain amount of refinement and subtlety in the method. It was almost like do little but do it effectively to convey the idea. Like sometimes I remember the famed critic Subbudu Mama saying their style, the Pandanallur style, whether it is for nritta or abhinaya, is more light and less heat. The style itself is extremely subtle and refined. But also as a student, as I matured and with life's experience, they gave us the free hand to also involve ourselves in creativity and allow us to develop our own ideas, and did not restrain us in our growth as we progressed. Varnam literally means color, and every shade of color in this fabric of Bharatanatyam exists in this one composition. The lyrics, the sahitya, full of bhava, the beautiful swara patterns affording immense scope for conjuring up beautiful, intricate patterns of nritta. It has a beautiful chittaswaram patterns, then you have a fast-paced charanam with swara passages, and the whole structure is so beautiful to showcase your prowess in abhinaya, in nritta, in your stamina, in every aspect that goes to showcase everything that is there in this art form called Bharatanatyam. It is the ultimate validation for a good Bharatanatyam artist. When I was approached to present a Varnam for this occasion, I was trying to think of all the Varnams that I have learnt from my Pandanallur gurus. They, belonging to the Tanjore Quartet lineage, only dealt with their compositions. They have taught me all the beautiful Tanjore quartet Varnams that I know. My Arangetram Varnam itself was the Bhairavi Mohamana. Then I progressed, I learned the Ananda Bhairavi Sakhiye. I learned Thodi Danike. I learned the Swarajati Usheni, Danyasi, Sadaya Chakravakam. I learned the Atatala Varnam, Kamboji, Mohalahiri Kondain again in Thodi. Learned so many that I can think of, which are quite popular. Many artists perform these. So I was wanting to do something different. And it was then that I thought of the two compositions that have been composed by this Guru, Sri Meenakshisundaram Pillai, who also belonged to the Tanjore quartet lineage. He was a great acclaimed Guru of his time. He belonged to the tiny village of Pandanallur, which ultimately made a big mark on the map of Bharatanatyam. In his time, many great artists learnt under him. The famed ones were the Tiruvalaputtur Kalyani Amma and her daughter Jeevaratnam, Mirnalini Sarabai, Rukmani Devi Arundel, Indrani Rahman, Ram Gopal. They all came seeking him to the village of Pandanallur to learn under his guidance. Such was his fame. One of his most famed student was Pandanallur Jayalakshmi. There came a time, the story goes, that he was chosen to be honored by the Raja of Ramnad, the Setupati Maharaja. And on that occasion, he wanted to present his prime disciple, Pandanallur Jayalakshmi's performance. And for that occasion, he composed a special Varnam in praise of the Maharaja. It was in the beautiful Ragam Vachaspati Sarasudu. This was taught to his disciple Jayalakshmi, and it was presented in the court of the Maharaja. It was received very well. The Maharaja was greatly pleased, and along with a lot of sammanam, he even presented him with a diamond ring. Soon after, it was said that he sent word that he not only appreciated the great skill of the master and the student, but he would also like to offer his hand in marriage to his disciple Pandanallur Jayalakshmi. It was a beautiful story which always impressed me. I took up this Varnam in Vachaspati, which I composed, I choreographed and presented it as a tribute to my master Sri Subbaraya Pillai's centenary celebrations at the Music Academy. I once again thought, why not I present the other composition of Meenakshisundaram Pillai, because he wrote 2 Varnams in praise of this Maharaja for Pandanallur Jayalakshmi. This one is in Ragam Thodi Inta Kopamu Elara. So this is the Varnam that I will be presenting, and I would also like to narrate that when I decided to do the Vachaspati Varnam, I found out where Srimati Pandanallur Jayalakshmi was residing and wanted to invite her for the performance. I went and met her in her son's house where she was staying and told her that I will be presenting this beautiful composition written specifically for her, for the Maharaja, and she was very, very happy, and she literally remembered few of the lines, and she said she was very happy that I was going to present it. But when I told her that I would be very happy if she would come to witness it, she told me, இல்லம்மா அது வேற காலம், அதெல்லாம் நான் மறந்துட்டேன், இப்போ அது ஏதோ ஒரு கனவு மாதிரி எனக்கு இருக்கு. It's then when I realized that it was her dance that made her Jayalakshmi Nachiyar, the queen of Ramnad. But at the same time, Pandanallur Jayalakshmi, the dancer's career had slowly faded away. I am now reconstructing, revisiting the second Varnam that Meenakshisundaram Pillai had written for her again in praise of this Raja, Inta Kopamu Elara, which again is such a beautiful composition. What is so nice about these Varnams of the Tanjore Quartet and their lineage is the ragas that they choose, the weighty ragas such as Thodi, Bhairavi, Kamboji, Chakravakam, Vachaspati. It lends a lot of bhava. And the other thing is that in the Pallavi and in the Anupallavi, very few words. It's not crowded with lot of words. It has sometimes the whole Avartanam has only 3 words. Inta Kopamu Elara. That's all. That is all there in the first Aditalam. One Avartanam only has that. So as a dancer, it gives us a lot of space, lot of scope for us to get involved and give many ideas, give our creativity a good flow to do as much as that we want. It's not crowded. And the way they construct these swaras, because they also know dance, it is so suitable for us to conjure up the movements. it just goes hand in hand. The dance movements with the music, the musicality is absolutely brilliant for dance. And the second half, when you have, it's the same thing. Sometimes it's the same idea. It's the same Manmata, which is shooting the arrows. But the different words that they use, the swaras that they have, it comes cascading. So the pace of the whole Varnam, which starts a little slow and then you have the fast pace, so it gives you so much variety that however many times one sees it, one hears it, one does it, there's no boredom. That is the beauty of their Varnams, their compositions. It's really wonderful that I'm having this opportunity to do these compositions. I'm looking forward to this opportunity to have a festival like this where we are going back to a tradition. We are going to see some authentic, beautiful compositions which are going to be presented, and coming back to our roots with, of course, keeping modernity with the creativity within the structure, within the format, is going to be, I think, welcome. And I wish this function all success. And as artists, we are grateful to the organizers for this opportunity. Varnajalam, this festival is being organized by Lamb's Trust in collaboration with VAC and is being held on June 27th and 28th at the MS Jayalakshmi Auditorium, Taramani. And my presentation of Meenakshisundaram Pillai's Varnam, Inta Kopamu Elara, will be presented on Sunday the 28th as the inaugural presentation at 5:30 p.m. I really look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.